The Mead diet. I did lose 3 days once. The 3rd annual Canadian Sasquatch Mead Challenge. Participants: Kevin Clements, Grant Baker, S.J. Poor, Gary Frontine, M.M. Poor, Paulie Detmurts, and your host, Steve Mertz.
Howdy folks, S.J. Poor here at Little Face Brewing, getting ready to dive into that. That's the American flag. Oh, and you know what that means. That means I'm fixing to dive into a Detmurts peach mead. And in honor of it, I'm wearing my Gone Squatching t-shirt. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, people. Alright, so let's take a look at this. This is Paulie Detmurts Peach Mead, made on September 30th, 2016. He used 3 pounds. Okay, so I missed that part. So he used 3 pounds, 1 ounce of Vintner's Harvest Peach Puree. And that's the canned stuff that they have, which is good. He used 3 pounds of blackberry honey and 12 pounds of clover honey. He used 1 pound of clover honey for back sweetening. He also used Red Star's Premier Blanc dry yeast for fermenting. Other ingredients: Warflock tablets, acid blend, potassium sorbate, and he racked it over 3 times and bottled almost a year later. Wow, in September 2017. The ABV on this is 13.78. Rick James, bitch. Very, very good, informative label, Paulie. Very well done. Very well done. Everything I need to know about this mead is right there on the label, and you hand wrote it. So that just shows the love that you put into this elixir of goodness. I'm saying that ahead of time. So let's get our Brew Tubers bottle opener. Most of the time I yank into these things and I just grab it with my ring and pop them open. But I'm here to promote Brew Tubers on www.brewtubers.net. Go there and check out what we have going on. So let's bump into this. Let's bump into it. Let's open it. Let's crack it. Oh, actually a little tiny hiss. I'm surprised to hear that. Tulip glass. Not sure why I was tilting the glass, because there's no need. It's bottled still. Set this over here. Get a good look at that. That looks like honey. It's just a tad lighter in that golden honey color. Just a shade light, but I can kind of see where, you probably got a good portion of your color from the peaches. So it's kind of a golden yellow, fairly clear. I'm looking at it through the light here. I'm not sure how much you can actually see there, but to get a good look, I'll put my grape behind it, and you can kind of see through it. Yeah, that was, you about witnessed me doing something dumb there. I can just see the writing on the other side of the glass, when I put it up to the light. But it has a little bit of cloudiness to it, which, I'll be honest, I'm slightly surprised with, seeing that you used Warflock, because I looked at that and I was like, Warflock tablets, brilliant. He's really working on trying to clear these up. So And he racked it 3 times to try and clear it up even some more. With purees and stuff like that, it is really hard to get these bad boys clear. I mean, there's so much heavy material in there. It just really is. As I have before, I have notes here. I also have notes here, and I'll be putting it into the website. So yeah, appearance is nice, nice looking mead. Okay, wow. I am picking up a mixture of the honey and the peach. I am getting some of the peach. Nice. Wow, that's a very pleasant, not over sweet smelling. You know, like a lot of times you can pick up how sweet it's going to be just off the nose. I'm not getting any booze out of the nose at all, but at 13.78%, wee doggies. This is going to start the day off quite right. Let's go in for a taste. I'm familiar with the yeast that you used, and I'm actually kind of surprised in that yeast. So, and the reason why I say that is typically champagne yeast will really just eat everything that's in there. I'm getting some of the booze from that, from that yeast just eating it up, just chomping away. You gave the yeast a lot of stuff to eat. I'm picking up some of the peach. I'm getting a bitterness in this, almost as if it was hopped, which is very odd. That's why I've kind of been, there's a lot of different flavors going on in this. There is a touch of the heat is in my mouth. I can feel the alcohol doing its thing. It's drying off. I can tell that there's alcohol in there. However, I can see where somebody could easily just drink this because it is a drink-friendly drinking. A friendly drinking. There we go. A friendly drinking mead. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly boozy. To where you're like, I just took a snort of moonshine or something like that, because once you get up there in them high teens, mid to high teens, you're knocking on the door of some big things there. Oh yeah. And it's coating, it's just like very much so coating the inside of the glass. Oh, well done. Very nice. I am picking up a bit of bitterness there, which is bizarre. It's nice. It's a nice compliment to the beer, but I'm wondering where that came from. Interesting. Well, I'm going to do some notes, and I will be back with some final thoughts. I'm back. This is another one that's trouble in a bottle, which I'm finding out to be pretty much all meads are trouble in a bottle. Meads are neat because they are sweet, tasty, and they pack a punch. So that makes them fun. You know, there's more to it. They're very complex, flavor wise. It can be very complex. They can be straightforward and just taste like honey. This is not a straightforward mead. There is a complexity there. I will say I am surprised that it is as cloudy as it is, considering that Paulie racked this over 3 times and he used Warflock. So, you know, reading the label, my expectations were to have a much clearer in the glass mead. So that's just being honest. I typically like sweet meads. I don't like dry meads. This I would consider a semi-sweet. It has the qualities of a dry wine, not really like a full dry wine. You know, if you have a full dry wine, it really dries off at the end and almost flavor. You're left with just like a remnants of what that flavor profile was in a dry wine. When you get into a semi-sweet, there's enough sweetness there that you're left with that dryness, which is nice. It's refreshing, but it also leaves the remnants of what it tasted like, and that's right where this falls. I would consider this a semi-sweet mead, and very enjoyable, absolutely enjoyable, fun mead to drink. As it warms, a little more of the peach comes through, and that bitterness kind of goes away. When I was saying earlier, and I still get it, there's a little bit of bitterness there, which is nice. I mean, it's actually pleasant. You know, it's a pleasant part of the flavor profile. It's surprising, but it is nice. It's very nice. So I'm going in for the final chug. Cheers. Thank you, Paulie, for taking part in the 3rd annual World Mead Challenge. And thank you, as always, Canadian Sasquatch, for holding it. This has been a joyous challenge for me. I've been totally enjoying it. That is nice. Well done. Well done. We will see you on the next mead review. This is S.J. Port, Little Face Brewing. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. And make empty glasses from the mead you brew. Cheers to you.